Get it? Yep. So as soon as his mouth is on that piece of cheese, I say yip and take a step back. And then get it. Toss the cheese in front. Yip. Ooh, very good. So you're going to play that for a little bit. And then we're going to the front door. And I'm going to wait until he, very nice, what a good boy. So is the collar that he has on secure?
Yes, it's secure. I usually use the prong when we go outside, but because he's a puller.
Very nice. Boy.
But he doesn't pull on the prong.
So I'm shutting it because he got up. Good. Good. Good boy. Very nice. So I'm going to shut it.
He's like, I don't know. What do you want me to do?
Did you see his nose? He pushed the screw.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm communicating more with my body language than my words ever can.
Okay.
You see how he's getting it? He knows he's learning what my expectations are.
So that's where I get nervous, is at that point. I do have him sit position before I leave, but that's when I get nervous when I start to touch the handle.
Okay.
Because I'm like, what's he going to do?
Right. So he's feeding off of that, and that's going to affect your training.
Okay.
So what are you nervous about?
He's going to dash.
Okay, but you have him on leash, right? Can you hold him back?
I can hold him back,
Okay.
yeah. I think it frustrates me because I've been trying to teach him to not go until I go first.
Okay.
And that's not working.
That's good.
I'm doing something wrong.
So this is what you need to do. And then you're going to put your hand on this because you need
Because I want him to stay in that position until I give him the go-ahead. But he's...
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss some food out the front door.
Oh, okay.
So that's going to slow him down.
Okay.
So I wouldn't worry too much about you going out first as I would about him just not bolting.
Okay. Yeah, that's that whole alpha thing. Don't let him go through the door first.
Right. So it really, the dog doesn't really think that way.
Yeah.
You know, these dogs will take the opportunity to, because they're smart, you know, manipulate or be controlling. But it's not like a alpha thing.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this. Good boy. And I'm just going to reward him for that right now.
He's still in sitting position.
Eventually he won't get a reward for this, but because he's being such a good boy. And then I'm going to drop these out there, but see he jumped up, so I'm not going to let him go out there and get it. So I've got my hand on there. Get it? So I'm using a different word. Boy. And we're just going to practice this. And I tossed it a little further out there.
He gets pushy, huh? Like he wants
so
you to take your hand.
Control, because he's not going to get a reward for that. We're just not going anywhere when he's like that. We're not doing anything until he's sitting and calm. Including talking to him and saying, no. All of that's just attention that feeds what he's doing. Get it? Very nice.
Oh, they got the cat food.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue playing the game. Get it? Get it? So what we're doing with this game is we're training him not to care about what's out here. Boop, boop, boop. Good boy. Very nice. Yep. So I'm rewarding him a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
He's some food over there. Okay. Get it? Yep. Good boy. Get it?
I think it's just his short term.
So the more that
Attention
you
span.
practice this inside,
Yeah.
the more when he hears those marker words, he's going to go to
Come
the
back.
ground and come back to you. Good body outside. Yep. Good boy. Very good. Get it? Yep. Nice. Yep. Good boy. He's a little crunchy. Get it? Yep. Good boy. Get it? Yep. Good job. Very good. So you can see how this, and then Alden, that's going to be your word to let him know that he doesn't have to be focused on you anymore. So use that wisely.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go ahead and start practicing your loose leash walking out here. And all I'm going to do is just start walking this, and all of this is exercise, Kitty. So even if you
It will
don't
still-
make it to the park, yeah. So all I'm going to
Because
do,
that's I was like, he needs to run.
yeah,
But
is
probably
when
doesn't have to.
he does. But if he doesn't run for a few days,
It's okay.
you know, it'll be okay. As long as he's decompressing, because that's unloading his bucket.
Okay.
But so I'm dropping, anytime he gets here, I'm dropping a treat.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
kind of like a horse,
Okay.
where we're just going in a circle. He's looking at the same things every time we go around, so they lose their interest. But when he gets here, he's getting rewarded. But I'm not asking.
See, it's because he just wants to spray too, like, or smell, sniff, and spray.
I'm not asking him for anything. I'm not talking to him. And I always want to have that treat line up right there next to my left foot. And even a little bit behind. And if he does that, I'm just going to continue walking this way. I'm not yanking him or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I would do this in the backyard as well.
Mm-hmm. I need to get past the mind frame of thinking like small stuff like this doesn't. It's just so bad, ignorance. I'm thinking like that whole
it's
long run and exercise
Yeah.
is what's, but it's
But this
that's
exercises
just
him mentally.
his mental.
I'm not going to say that that long run isn't
No, yeah, that's physical.
helpful. It is. So if you can get him out to the park where he has some impulse control, I would do it. But the impulse control,
I think he's too excited out there for small stuff like this because he's probably gonna want to.
yeah, you definitely want to start here.
Yeah.
And how we do this is that we move out from the house as he
To go
is
that
able
way.
to.
Okay.
So just if you want to take him to the park, just don't have any expectations. you
No.
know?
Well, and like I could do from 6 to 6:30 here at the house, and then from 6:30 to 7,
There
just
you
do 20 minutes of running, and I got 10 minutes to drive back.
Oh,
I'm timing myself. Sorry.
I just would make sure that you practice that whole routine with impulse control. I wouldn't skimp on that
No.
because he will
needs
take
that.
advantage of that.
Yeah.
At any point. But
Well,
do you see
and-
how well he's doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had my husband's friend and family come, and they have 2 girls, 13 years old and 7 years old. And when I put him in the kennel, he was in the kennel a lot. The 7-year-old came up to his kennel and he growled at her.
Okay. Yeah.
And
So-
I thought, oh no, that's
I
not
would,
good.
yeah. There's definitely some work that needs to be done with that, because you had said he was resource guarding some food as well.
Yeah. His bully sticks.
So,
Not regular food though. In his like feeding him.
I would not let kids approach his kennel. Did he have any food in there?
She just went in there
Okay.
without, the door was closed.
Okay.
And I told her not to go in, but I think because I told her not to go in, she went in when I wasn't looking. But thankfully I was just at the bathroom door coming out when I saw her.
Okay.
So I heard him from the door.
Okay.
And I told her to come here, and I told him so I might have given him.
So what I would do is that he just needs to know that people are okay. So if I would actually, next time you have people over, have them just toss, a
food
high
in
value
there.
treat in his kennel and walk away.
Okay.
Just so he starts associating positive things with people.
Yeah, we don't have many people, so I know that's an issue.
And then with his bully sticks, what you can do is...
We haven't given him any since
Okay.
our talk because I thought maybe I needed to work on other stuff.
So if you notice, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, we'll tackle
Because then I thought, well, I don't want to keep that behavior going if I don't know how to deal with it. So
Right.
he hasn't had one since.
Okay.
But I did put frozen food in his Kong,
Okay.
like you said.
Did he like that?
Yeah. Kept him busy for a little
How's
bit.
he doing with decompression in the crate?
Good. Actually, I'm enjoying it because I can do my schoolwork and he wants to be with me. But then I thought, oh man, that whole anxiety of leaving him. So maybe I'm making it worse by keeping him with me.
Oh.
Because he's in the office with me now, laying in the kennel.
No,
So-
if he can decompress in there with you, I would cover it
Yeah.
so he can't see you though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
Because I do have the cover on there, but I do lift it up
Yeah, it should be complete decompression where he can't see you or anything.
and just he's laying there.
Yeah, he should be able to sleep and everything. So he's doing so well with that. I'm just gonna start teaching him the word to walk next to me. So that would be with me. And I've got the leash in my right hand. I've got the food here. So I'm just going to lure him. You have to actually get up.
I know.
Come here, buddy. You're so funny. I know, that's so yummy, huh? So now I'm showing him. There we go. So I just have the food in my hand, but I'm not letting him eat it. And until I decide. So the way that I teach this is I let the dog know when they're gonna get the treat at first. So I count out loud 4 steps and then I reward. But if they're pushing on my hand, I lift my hand up and then put it back down to reward, because we can actually teach our dogs that they're being rewarded for pushing on our hand. So
Don't do
with
that.
me?
Yeah.
is the cue. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. My fault. He's looking for it on the ground because we just. So when you do this, break it up more. So only do the circle walk, and then 10 minutes later do the loose leash position.
And that's this. You're talking about loose leash position.
Yeah, this is the loose leash game 3.
Okay.
So I'm just luring him. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a lot of treats. 1, 2, 3, 4 to begin with. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if he starts going, out and about, you just move your body to where he's on your left side again, and it's okay to lure him right now because you're going to be feeding this treat.
Yeah, I was
So-
gonna say, man, if you could do this without treats eventually, that would be.
Oh yeah, yeah. So what we do, that's why I count, because I
Okay.
want the dog to anticipate when they're going to get the
okay.
reward, and that keeps them right here
Okay.
because they know 4, right?
Yeah.
And then it's going to be 6,
Okay.
and then it's going to be 8, and then
Okay.
10, and then eventually you just every once in a while
Yeah.
reward. So it works really well.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doing good, not pushing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the process can go.
It's like not
really-
even going in front of you.
The process can go really quickly for dogs like this because they're just so smart and they pick it up really quick.
Yeah.
And so, like the Great Dane that I'm working with, we're past 10. He could be, at 8 tomorrow.
Yeah.
So the other thing that you want to start doing is having him sit when you're at a corner and when you stop. Position myself here. Hold him back just a little bit. Good. With me, and then again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to stop. I don't have a treat or anything in my hand. With me? So does that
He's like
make sense?
staring at you.
That's all the training.
Yeah.
Because he's like, okay, this is fun. I like this. I get good things.
Yeah.
My mom's happy because
Yeah.
they pick up on that.
Yeah.
And they love to work. These dogs love to work.
They taught him heel, and I didn't keep that up. But I loved how he just stared at the trainer when we brought him home. And
Yeah.
so they are. He learns.
That's the German Shepherd. Would we get on with those?
Yeah.
You guys are so impatient.
He
You are.
does that at when my husband tells him to go to bed, and he'll listen, and then he'll go, and then he lays down. And I think I'm like,
that funny?
I tell my husband, I said, I think he's frustrated with you.
They're so funny. He's just such a typical shepherd. Just cracks me up. Oh my goodness, you are so cute. Yes, you are. Next. Good boy.
Yeah, I wish this was a good time in my life right now to work with him, to tell you the truth. It kind of, I had it all last year off, so I thought it was like going to be but I didn't work enough. So, and then I had my neck surgery, so it just,
Oh my goodness.
I didn't have it,
baby.
yeah.
You just had so
should I put
much.
this on? I'm like,